Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're about to face our first gym leader specified in using normal type Pokemon. But before we go into that, I wanna face a couple of trainers, I guess his employees. And I wanna say big thanks to the Flaming Spade for providing me this picture, a Nintendo DS screen. I was having some similar ideas, so I asked permission from Spade on Skype. Because I didn't really want to look like a total rip-off. Plus, when it comes down to screens, there is really the lack of some creativity. So what I did was ask him, and he was like, I'm just gonna share you the one I use. So that's pretty cool of him. Thanks for being a sport. You guys can go check him out. He's a really nice guy, and he makes some Pokemon Black 2, White 2 Let's Play, as well as some cool Wi-Fi bells. So definitely recommend. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure lots of people already know about his channel, but if you don't, you're up for a treat. That's a guarantee. Yes, so I decided I'm gonna be battling some trainers. This is only the first, the first gym leader, so it's not gonna be taking all that long to complete. So I decided, may as well battle his employees, if you may call them that. Now, yeah, we're gonna face this little kid right here, and he's, of course, being a normal gym that this is, he's gonna be using normal Pokemon such as Patrat and Lilipop, and that's pretty much it. I'm actually surprised by the lack of normal Pokemon in here right now, but hey, what can we do? Now I kind of forgot to introduce my team. I'm gonna be doing this after we beat the first two gym leaders, or better yet, we're gonna do this after the gym is done. I feel that would have been the perfect time for all the people that wanted to see the gym and they don't like the introduction of the Pokemon. They're just up for a treat. Then I'm just gonna do this after we get the badge. So we do get the level up, which can be quite beneficial this early, especially as we are gonna be facing a couple of higher tier level Pokemon quite soon. Lilipop is gonna come in here, and again I believe this is Frustration, judging by the animation, and Riolu is actually, it's actually hating me, I guess, from the expression of the name. I mean, that kind of makes me sad, I guess Comet right here. I'm not sure, is this actually Comet? I barely know anything about this move. All I see is 10 PP. It's only 30 base. Why is it only 30 base? Can somebody please explain me that? This is 40, so it should take him out easily. No min-max involved. That can definitely work. And we get a lot of experience points from that one, but yeah, again, why is Comet only 10 PP when it's so underpowered compared to the other moves that have 10 PP and they're 95 and even higher? But let's see now. I believe it was this. No, this was not it. We're gonna be using potion just to recover all that lost HP, so we are gonna have easier time facing our next enemy. This case is gonna be this girl, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she's using pretty much the same Pokemon. So this is live commentary, by the way, guys. I tend to have more fun doing live commentary. I should have done this way earlier. I kinda made a mistake back then on the Emerald. Definitely made a big mistake on that one, but I do have counter in this Riolu. I'm not gonna be using it because as of right now this is way too early to be using it. Plus I'm pretty sure that his tackles aren't gonna be doing all that much without any layers involved. He did go for the one layer, but lots of times when they start spamming layer, they really spam layer. I'm like talking like 3 times in a row, and I don't want to use counter on those turns because all that's gonna be doing, well, look at that. It doesn't really matter because Frustration is still gonna be 2 hit, and I'm pretty sure that even after tackle my counter would have not taken him out. He's still at level 9 and it's still a Lilipop, so his HP isn't all that bad still. Plus this Riolu right here, where did I get it? The location where the sheep were, the Marip, the electric Pokemon. That's the location you can get Riolu. I believe it's a bit more rare compared to the other Pokemon, as I have witnessed, because I believe it was one of the 20 Pokemon I have seen that grass. And this one is actually Rash Nature, which is plus attack minus special defense, which is actually pretty good. Now I kind of hope that this gym leader is gonna give me World Cup, and that's something I want to talk about before we face him, or better yet, we're just gonna take this time right here as we're gonna be slowly going up to him As you can see, you can kind of realize who he is. He is our rival in the previous game. And not using the same character, but still he was the rival in that game. You know, he's the gym leader. He does have one very threatening move that you really gotta look for, gotta watch out for. I'm not kidding. It's called workup. Now, what makes this quite threatening for being a first gym leader is workup and tackle, being stab and all. It can be very dangerous. If you don't have too many Pokemon, hard-hitting Pokemon, you're gonna be having some hard time. Plus, you know, it's only the first gym leader, so don't take my words too seriously here, because I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be having a hard time. You're all Pokemasters. But again, you know, it is kind of threatening. So for now, we're just gonna proceed to go for the frustration. I kind of hope that in this case, Riolu is gonna hate me. And goddamn, Riolu, you're doing some work. But he's most likely gonna go for the potion this turn, so he does go for the workup, and workup boosts his attack by 1 and his special attack by 1. So watch out for it, because his tackle is tap on top, and it was upgraded in the 5th duration from 35 to 50, so it's gonna be doing a lot of damage. Now for now, we're just gonna proceed to quick attack, because I'm pretty sure even with potion, quick attack should be enough to hit him, if I'm not mistaken, if my knowledge is correct, and I believe I was wrong. So we're just gonna go for the frustration, because I'm pretty sure frustration is gonna be doing more than quick attack at this point, and now I'm faster, I should take him out. So I do. Yeah, it comes down to his last remaining Pokemon, his elite Pokemon. Let's see, what should we do here? You know what, I do have a special plan, and this is the reason I'm gonna go into my Merip. Merip does have one very threatening move, and it's called Thunder Wave. And Thunder Wave can be quite viable, because Lillipup isn't all that slow. You know, for being a normal type Pokemon, as a beginning Pokemon, it's really not. Plus, Workup can be quite dangerous, so for now, we're just gonna play it safe. Pretty sure he's not gonna be using any full restores of any sort, and with Workup, he's gonna be dangerous. So for now, we're gonna Thunder Wave him, we're gonna slow him down, giving him the chance of getting fully paralyzed in a couple of turns. Who knows, maybe it's gonna happen, but you know, I feel like this is a good strategy. We're just gonna proceed to go for the Growl, just so we're gonna lower his attack, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have much special attacks. And as you can see, it did kind of work out, because I believe that was Bite, if I'm not mistaken. That would easily take us out. Kind of shows how powerful it truly was. To begin with, yeah, I believe Crunch kind of looks a bit different than Bite. Crunch kind of looks like it just looks a bit more powerful. As Riolu, we're gonna go to Riolu. I did go for all those minus attacks on him, so I'm pretty sure I should handle him at this point. We can go for the counter if he does get a crit, but we're definitely not gonna predict it. Plus, counter does have negative priority, so for now we're gonna go for the frustration, and we get a crit. Wow, talking about crits, damn. Okay, so he's gonna work up. Now he's just getting greedy, which is gonna result in me taking him out, and I believe this is my last frustration. For some reason I had only 10 of them. I'm not sure why, because I don't remember abusing them, and there were 20 of them. But yeah, that is that. We do get one level, and we are level 14 by now. Wow, that's some power. That's pretty great. Riolu this early to get is actually quite viable, not kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna introduce you to my party in a second, but we're gonna be getting the technical machine and the badge itself. I'm kind of more into technical machine kind of things, you know. Kind of prefer getting 2 technical machines than a badge. I mean, who cares about those badges, in total respect? I mean, you can just steal them. No, but yeah, you know, I believe he's gonna give us Workup, which is very nice. And yeah, Pokemon are gonna obey you up to level 20 for all the Pokemon that you trade with friends and in-game NPCs. So that can definitely work, can definitely be handy. TM83, I believe that is Workup. If it's not, that's just gonna be problematic. But Riolu is one of the best to use this move this early in the match, being that it is Rash Nature plus attack minus special defense. His special attack isn't all that heavily crippled, and Riolu can get some great moves from both sides of the spectrum, physical and special. So for now, I believe this is the move that we can go for. and we're gonna be checking if Riolo can learn this. And yes, Riolo can actually learn this, which is quite great. What should we replace? Quick attack, no. Frustration, no. It's still pretty powerful. No, we're gonna replace Comet again. I feel like this move is just there for being quite weak. But yeah, that's that. So let me introduce you to my party. We have Riolu, like I said before. You know, pretty much explained. The attack stats are really nice there. Then we have Zuriel. I pretty much got this one from the same place I got Riolu and Merip. Pretty much the same location. You can get all of them. Some water fighting, electric core, grass core can definitely work. We have what is this? Splash? I'm not sure. It is 40 PP, so I'm kind of guessing Splash. That most uber move that destroys everything in sight. Then we have Bubble, and this one does have huge power, so not really the best moveset. It's actually pretty lackable because Bubble is special, so his ability wise isn't really working at the moment. But hopefully this will change quite soon. We're gonna see how stuff are gonna turn out. Then we have Snivy, our main elite, our starter, our monster. Yes, this Pokemon can definitely work. This guy has got Tackle, and as you can see, it is 50 base. You know, it was 35 back in the 4th generation. And it's got Lair. Then we have Wine Whip. That Stab can definitely work. And we have Whap. Judging by the animation, I have Witness. I believe this is Whap. That can definitely work sometimes when you catch a rare Pokemon. You don't want that Pokemon to flee. Like I don't know, like an Abra, if Whap doesn't destroy it, or just a, you know, legendary Pokemon in general that tends to like to flee or just do something else. Then again, it can roll you out. Then we have Merip, and this one has got lots of special attack. Look at that, 14. Oh my god, I believe this one is Modest. That's some lucky shot right there. This one does have Thunder Wave, so it's actually pretty viable to have Thunder Wave this early, especially against the gym leader. So I definitely recommend getting Merip in here. And I come to realize that Azrael isn't really looking all that happy. What is it, or Azrael? Aren't I a good trainer? I guess Azrael is all sad. I don't know what happened there, but what? You know, I'm kind of thinking which Pokemon would have been the perfect Pokemon to go with this team. You know, the team balance in general. I feel like Gligar would have been the perfect combination, being that it is resistant to ground, being that I do have 2 ground Pokemon weak to it. It is, you know, it can take rock, it can absorb electric, grass. I have a couple of Pokemon that can take it, but Gligar evolving the Gliscor, I feel like this would have been the perfect Pokemon to get in here. Now for the last Pokemon, you guys can tell me. I'm not sure if you can actually get Gligar this early in the game or later on. It doesn't really matter. I already have 4 Pokemon in my party, so I don't really care if I get it later in the game. I'm kind of thinking, you know, I want something physical and something special, you know, as a core, and something that can kind of work with this team. So right now, Gligar is just a perfect Pokemon. I'm really not looking anything else to be a better one. Gligar definitely, but the last one is still a question, and you guys can help me out a little bit. Check this scene right here and think about it a little bit. Help me out, and I may just use that Pokemon. Kind of depends how I look at it. You know, I wanna mix it up a little bit from the physical and special. Riolo being mixed, then we have physical, then we have special, then we have special. Gligar being another special, well, another physical that is, but defensive, and the last one to be specially defensive. Yeah, it's still a question what I'm gonna use. Now, do bear in mind that I'm gonna be using this team with a couple of players I know, and they have their in-game teams as well. So we're gonna be having some duels using our Pokemon in there. So stay tuned for that. For now, Wi-Fi bells. I don't know. I'm gonna take my time to play this game. You know, I don't wanna rush. Maybe bring some Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi bells for now. We're gonna see how stuff are gonna turn out, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. You know, it is the ending of the video, so you can skip this if you want. But you know, it's something I want to say. I was really trying to bring the legendary battles, you know, just straight away. But then I come to realize, why would I do that? You know, I mean, I don't want to spoil myself. I wanna enjoy this game, and that element of surprise is the thing that just drives me forward. at this point, not knowing what are the stats of the white Cheren and the black Cheren, all the new moves, all the new animations of a couple of moves, as well as just being the surprise factor that it is. I don't want to spoil myself. That's something I have done in the Pokemon Black and White, and I regret it since then, because all the stats I have seen from the Cerebi, you guys don't even know how I regret that, because the thing that really makes stuff enjoyable is seeing all the new Pokemon and all the new stats they have, and not knowing how powerful they are. And I know this is not the new generation of, a real new generation where you have 100 additional new Pokemon, but hey, there are at least a couple of them, and I still want to get surprised. So at this point of time, I'm not going to be rushing making them all Pokegen, because Pokegen does support Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. So I want to have that element of surprise in here. So it's going to be taking, at least give me like 2 days. I'm definitely going to beat this game up in 2 days, but still, then we're going to be playing some Wi-Fi. I hope that the Wi-Fi background is as clean as it is in the actual story mode. And that's that's going to be all for today. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Click that like button if you did. It's not a Wi-Fi bell, but I really do appreciate the support. Leave me a comment if you want to see what you want to see as my last team, as my last team member, as anything especially defensive that can really work with my team. Again, I'm going to be showing you guys what my team is, for you guys still didn't really focus on it. But yeah, that's my team. Gligar is going to be my 5th member. What would have been the perfect Pokemon to be my 6th, the last member for this team? Let it be known in the comment section. And thank you for watching this video. Until the second gym leader, take care and have fun playing this game. Peace.